What's up and welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Eddie and I'm still addicted to Marvel Snap, and we just got the mid-season patch for July that added the spotlight caches, some nerfs, some buff, and a couple other things in there too. But on top of all that, with every patch we always get some data mined info for future stuff that are coming to the game. So we're gonna go through every single thing that has been data mined for August, September, and onwards in the game. Now, before we jump into it, lots of spoilers coming up on you. So if you have no interest in getting stuff spoiled for you or ruined for the future, click off this video. But if you're interested about the stuff that's coming out in the game, new cards, new bundles, and other stuff, we're jumping right into it. So let's get right into it, everybody. As you guys can see here, right away, the September season is based on Loki. So that's very exciting. We're going to scroll through all of this. This article is from snap.fan, written by It's Guess Gaming, our homie. Hope you're doing well. Also, make sure to watch my previous video where we talk about all the variants that have been added into the game. So we're not going to talk about any of the variants in this video. My previous video, that was 2 days ago at the time of this one, was all about the variants. So go check that out. Okay, so first things first, it looks like the new premium season pass for September is going to be based on Loki. You can see here where that Loki's base card is the one on the right. That's going to be his variant, the one on the left over here. We're getting an Enchantress, Thor, and Loki avatar, and we're getting variants for Thor and Enchantress, and really cool card backs in my opinion. Let's scroll down here. We're going to get some information on them. We're not going to talk about the spotlight caches in today's video. I'm going to do a video about spotlight caches in the future, in my opinion. But let's talk about the new cards. So September, Loki is the season pass card. And from the data mined info, things can change. Many times things can change. Reminder, Loki was not even this information a week ago. So everything in this can change. Loki is a 3 energy, 4 power card. And his on reveal is that he replaces your hand with cards from your opponent's starting deck and gives them -1. Trickster, Chaos, love it. So the idea is that you're going to play Loki, and then your whatever, from what I understand, let's say you have 4 cards in your hand. All 4 cards in your hand get removed, and you will draw 4 cards based on the 12 card deck that your opponent started with, but all 4 of the cards that you draw from him will cost -1. What they mean by the opponent's starting deck, from what I understand, would be, for example, Thanos, you would not be able to get the stones. If you have like an Agent 13 and your opponent plays Agent 13 and gets an extra card in their deck, you would not be able to draw that. So you don't get anything that's like copied into their hand. It's just whatever the 12 cards that your opponent started with in their deck, that's what you could potentially draw, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to be super strong. I'm very excited for it because I feel like it fits into the Loki character a lot. So I'm very excited to see how it's going to work in the game, but I don't think it's too overpowered, which is a good thing. Next up, we have the 3 cards that are going to be releasing weekly in the month of September. We got Aliyah. I don't know how to say the name. I'm going to call him Aliyah for the rest of the video. Aliyah is a 5 energy, 5 power card, and his on reveal is he destroys all enemy cards played here this turn, including unrevealed card. This is kind of insane, isn't it? I feel like this is gonna be very frustrating. You mix that up with Jean Grey, you force your opponent to play in one location, and then you just play him, and then any card he plays just get instantly destroyed. It's like a Teenage Warhead, but it's not just the one card, it's all the cards, including on reveal. Very insane. I'm excited to see how this is gonna play out in the future. Then we've got Mobius M. Mobius. He's a 2 energy, 3 power card, and his ongoing is that your cards cannot be increased, so Iceman, screw you, and your opponent's cards can't be reduced. This is what we needed right now with this bounce deck meta. This card's coming out 2 months too late, in my opinion. If this card was already in the game, I think a lot of people wouldn't be complaining about the bounce deck with like Beast making everything cost 0 and then Falcon and all that. Mobius would just instantly counter all of that, which is really exciting. By the time he comes out, I'm guessing bounce will get a nerf or modification that's going to make them less strong. So I'm very curious to know how this is going to work out. Thinking about it right now, I want Mobius right now. But how will he work in September? We'll have to wait and see, but it's an exciting card in my opinion. Then we've got Ravonna Renslayer. She's a 3 energy, 3 power card, and her ongoing is your cards with 1 or less power cost 1 less. That is pretty cool. This is gonna make Iron Man cost 4 instead of costing 5. White Tiger costs 4 instead of costing 5. All those cards, right? Everything that's like Hit Monkey and now becomes a 1/0 instead of a 2/0. Everything that has 1 power or 0 power or less now are cheaper. She's gonna fit in, for example, really well with Mr. Negative, right? So negative is now going to be a 3 instead of a 4 cost. So you can actually play him earlier if you, well, I mean, you got to get her on the board, but you understand there's a lot of potential here. So maybe not, Mr. Negative is probably not the best idea, but there are a lot of options here that you could play with her, making everything cost 1 less. So that's going to be very exciting. Then we can see here, Loki is the Season Pass card for September 4th. He'll join Series 5 October 2nd, which is the same as every other Season Pass card. Alioth is coming out in Series 5. Ravonna and Mobius are coming to Series 4. And again, as always, with the Spotlight caches, you'll have a 25% chance to get them in your Spotlight caches every single week to release. Or you could use your tokens, which I don't know how you're going to use your tokens with the new system. Then we've got the Conquest reward card. Actually, finally exciting. So if you guys don't know, I did a video about this previously. The July card right now is Mr. Sinister. Wolverine, anime Wolverine is the Conquest reward for August. And now we know that Odin, this badass Odin variant, is the variant for the September Conquest reward. So cool. I think this is one of the coolest Odin variants. I really like this one, so I'm very excited to finally try and get into Conquest mode in September to get this one. Then we got information on the October pass, and again, this is really far. Things can change, and it probably will, but let's talk about it real quickly. It looks like Elsa Bloodstone is going to be the Season Pass card for October. She's going to be a 1 energy, 1 power card. And at the end of each turn, if you are winning the location, gets +1. That's really fun. I think that's a really good mix and different way of pulling off a card like that. So I'm excited to see how she's going to play out. Then we've got Black Knight coming out in October, who's a 1 energy, 2 power card. And with him is when this is destroyed, you draw a new card. I don't know what's going on here with this Ebony Blade hiding everything. Let me refresh real quickly. This website's getting a bit of a bug here and there. You know, things happen, so it's not a big deal. There we go. So Black Knight, when the card is destroyed, you draw a new card. I like that a lot. That's very exciting. For a 1-cost card, really perfect. Then we've got a card, Ebony Blade, which we don't know what it looks like yet. But what we do know is that on reveal, if your Black Knight is here, destroy the highest power enemy card here. That is very interesting. So Black Knight is going to be played, and it's going to try and force your opponent to see, will he destroy your Black Knight, or will you destroy your Black Knight to be able to draw an extra card? Or are you going to try and keep him there so that you could play the Ebony Blade and then destroy the strongest card on your opponent's side? Very cool idea. I like that. That's a really cool combo with another card. I don't know if we have any other card that's like that. The if another card is there, something happens. I think this is the first one, unless I'm blanking on something, but I think it's the first one. Then we've got Werewolf by Night. So as you guys can see, Werewolf by Night has nothing here. No information, no energy, no cost, and not even a logo. So this is still very early, but I'm excited to see that they're adding characters like Werewolf by Night to the game. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that. Then we've got Nico Minoru. I don't know who this is, but same idea. Nothing on them yet, so we don't have anything. And then we've got Man-Thing that we do know is a 4 energy, 6 power card. And this is the, again, I'm going to say the art on this card is awesome. We have no information on what they do, so very excited to see what Man-Thing is going to be, but it is a 4/6. So what we can see here, Elsa is going to be the Season Pass card on October 2nd, joining Series 5 in November. Man-Thing is going to be Series 5. Black Knight will be Series 5. It says potentially with Ebony Blade as a token, so that's going to be exciting to see. Nico Minoru is going to be Series 5, and the Werewolf by Night is going to be Series 5. So October looks like all cards are Series 5, which I hope this changes to at least one of them being Series 4, but we'll have to wait and see, right? Then we've got the card backs. These 3 card backs are the one for the month of September. Very, very cool. I like the detail about how cool the Loki one and the Infinite one is, in the sense that if you hit Infinite, you get a really cool card back. But if you don't, this base one is also really, really good. It doesn't make the Infinite one stand out as being way better than the base one, which I like. And then I do like this TVA background. So these card backs are excellent. I really like how they're doing the card backs in the game right now. These are the 3 Season Pass variants that we're going to have in the month of September. Gotta be honest, I really, really, really like these 3. I think that it's a really strong Season Pass to get. The Thor, Enchantress, and Loki variants. Excellent, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about them, but I'm a big fan of all 3 of them. And we're getting a new location called the Time Theater. Copy the last card you drew instead of drawing your next card. This is going to be super chaotic, and if you guys know me by now, I love the chaotic, the randomness of the game. I way prefer that over the competitive aspect and scene of Marvel Snap. So this seems like a really fun one where you could end up getting a duplicate of a card that you already drew. that sounds like a really fun time. I think that the day that this is going to be the hot location is going to be very exciting to see what people make for decks to take advantage of the time theater, right? Because it's going to be really fun. All right. Now the fun part, we're going to talk about all these bundles. Now, I do bundle reviews every month. So if you guys haven't seen, I just did a video where I talked about all the July bundles and which ones you should or shouldn't buy. This video here, we're going to skim through them, look at the variants and everything, but I'm not going to give my full opinion on whether or not you should or shouldn't buy these because they're all for September. And between now and September, so much can change in Marvel Snap. The currencies changes, the values change. There's so many things I figured telling you which ones you should or shouldn't buy. Let's wait until the month itself. So we're just gonna skim through these and kind of look at the variants specifically and what they come with, right? So first one you can see here, Days of Summer Pass. I like the name of this. Looks like it's gonna be $30. Looks like there's good value here. 3,000 gold, 600 credits, 2 variants, which is the Agent Coulson here that I really like this one, and White Queen, which I also really like. So these are the 2 variants for that bundle. Very exciting. And then avatars and boosters and all that. So very cool one. Then we've got the beach bums. Oh yes, here we go. This is the one I've been most excited for. I'm gonna use these for the thumbnail for sure. We've got the I love him, Leech variant over here. So good. I need to get this guy. Scorpion and this very cool Sandman. So 3 very good variants in my opinion in this bundle. It's gonna be a gold bundle. Very good value, but not a lot for the currency. You're getting 3,600 credit for 2,800 gold, but you do get a bunch of boosters, avatars, and the 3 variants that I actually really like. So I'm gonna have to get this one. Then we got the Cannonball Run. These are all still September. 2,800 gold. Pretty good value. Not like the best, as you can see, only 103, which is not the best we've seen. 3,600 credit as well. But you are getting this pretty sweet armor bundle, variant, sorry, and this awesome Giganto one. I really like this one. They're doing a good job with these, the variants that are a part of these bundles, in my opinion. Then we've got Aspect of Heimdall. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, I don't like the price. $74.99 USD, so like almost 100 Canadian. The value is there, so we're not going to complain about that. 4,800 credits, boosters, avatars, 4,000 collectors token, and then we're getting Pantheon Craven and Pantheon Heimdall. Let's look at these bigger. Oh, I like that. That's a really good Heimdall in my opinion. Oh, not a fan of the Craven. The Heimdall's really good. I'm not a big fan of the Craven personally, so we're I don't know. I think that's gonna be a tough one. We'll have to wait and see. Then we got Emergency Pirate with a Kitty Pryde variant over here. 900 credits, 1,600 gold for 20 bucks. You know what? That's a pretty good value from what I'm seeing. Here is the Kitty Pryde pirate theme. That's pretty cool. I wonder why they're doing a pirate one with all the other summer ones. I don't know if there's like a theming that I'm missing here. Avast Ye Admiral. So more pirate stuff. 1,600 gold. Get to a mystery variant, 1,000 collector token, and 600 credit. I gotta be honest, I'm hoping that by September these mystery packs become premium mystery variants, right? So that you have a 33% chance to get a 1,200 gold variant instead. I think that all of these bundles, their value would shoot right up if instead of the mystery variant, it was the premium mystery variant, so that you guarantee no pixel and it's 700 or 1,200. If they do that, these are gonna go right up in value in my opinion. But it being the usual mystery variant here as Datamined means that there is a chance you can get a pixel out of this, and that is that's gonna be a skip in my opinion for sure. 1,000 tokens is really good, but you know what I mean. Then we got Sword and Shield. This, from what I know, is from a previous season. I might be wrong though. This could be a beta season pass, but it looks like they added something to this. So if it's $9.99, you're getting boosters and avatars, and you're getting an Iron Man, Agent 13, and Nick Fury. If I remember correctly, this is yes, so you can see here release date. Yeah, so this is from a previous season pass Nick Fury, and so is the Agent 13, but I think they threw in the Iron Man. I might be wrong. I don't remember seeing this Iron Man in the game before this bundle, so I think it's kind of a mix of old season pass stuff with a new card. If you know the answer to this, please correct me in the chat, in the comments. Oh my god, we're getting an artist showcase for Kim Jacinto. People are gonna lose their mind for this one. Kim Jacinto, Master Mold, and Darkhawk, which, come on, you could have put 2 cards that mesh better together, right? But whatever, like a Ronin or whatever. 7,200 credits. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Boosters and avatars. Oh no, 7,500 gold. That's a lot of money. A lot of gold here. And the bundle currency value. Oh, this is a bad one. But it is Kim Jacinto. He has some of the best variants in the game. Like, this Dark Hawk is insane. So good. I think this Hawkman himself might sell this bundle. The Master Mold variant is really good too. But Master Mold is not as much of a strong card as the other one. Next up, we got Festival of Unity, which is gonna have 900 credits for $5. Oh, I like that. $5. It's a cheap one. 900 credits and a Wong variant. Now, Wong is a very well liked and very played card, so that's a good card to get here. Like him, very cool. That's a really good variant in my opinion. For $4.99, seems like a good price. Then we got the tokens. Tuesdays, the usual 1,400. Looks like they haven't changed anything going into September. So we can skip through them. Booster packs, still the absolute worst thing. Skip all the booster packs you can. Then we got the mystery packs here. So mystery variant, 1,250 credit for $10. We got another one, which is mystery variant, 1,000 tokens and 1,200 credits for $20. And then another one, mystery variant, 650 credit for $5. Again, same idea as what I said before. Change all the mystery variants to premium mystery variants, and I think that these are going to be way more worth it. But the chance of getting a pixel is not worth it at the moment. We still got some more here. Oh, there's more. Mystery Pack 5 and Mystery Pack 6. So 2 more. Then it looks like there's test promo code. There's not much to say here. 300 gold, 100 credits, and 250 credits. So I don't know what these are. We're going to kind of just skip through these. Promo credit number 3 gets you 500 credits, 100 credits and boosters. All these promo stuff we can kind of skip through. And that's everything from the bundles. Now, as you guys can see here, a bunch of new variants have been added. My previous video talks all about this. We're going to skip these right now because my last video had them. But what we are going to talk about, we got one last part. This is a pretty long video, but I got one last thing I want to do in this video. I want to talk about the July and August spotlight cards and the variants. So we got the Datamined information for the schedule for all the spotlight caches and which cards and which variants are included in it. So this should hopefully help you guys decide which weeks you should use your spotlight caches and which ones to kind of skip on. So as you guys can see, this is the first week. This is as we're watching this video. If you're watching it at the day of the release, this is this week's schedule. We got Jean Grey, Null, Living Tribunal as the 3 potential cards, plus the random, right? As always. And then the variants you can get is this Art Germ Jean Grey, the awesome Null variant, and the Living Tribunal. So this is the set that you guys can get this week. This week I got very lucky. I did pull Jean Grey as my first spotlight cache, and my second spotlight cache I did get the Null variant. I stopped because I already have Living Tribunal and I'm not a fan of this variant, and I did not want to get that random pack. Next week we are getting Echo, Iron Lad, and Kang the Conqueror, and with them comes this Echo variant, this Iron Lad variant, and the Kang variant over here. I already have Iron Lad and Kang, so my goal, I think I'm going to open a lot of my boxes. Gonna be honest, I want Echo. I really, really do. And I love all 3 of these, specifically that Kang variant I really want. Iron Lad's pretty sweet too, but I think there's a couple other Iron Lad variants that I prefer, but I want all 3 of these variants, and I want Echo, so I'm going to probably use a lot of spotlight caches on this week. The next week after that, we're getting Legion, High Evo, and Dark Hawk. If you are missing these 2 cards, this is probably the best week for a new player to spend their spotlight caches. High Evo has one of the most exciting deck combos. So many options get opened up by getting High Evo, and he's an insanely good card. Not him himself, but the combos you can get with like Cyclops, Shocker, Misty Knight, all of them. And Dark Hawk is just a really, really good card in general. So this seems like a really good week to open them up. And the good news is the variants are awesome too. Look at these variants. Not a huge fan of the High Evo one, but it is a Max Rec if I remember correctly here. Yes, and Max Rec is one of my favorite artists, so it's a really good one. But like that Dark Hawk and Legion variant, oh, so good. So the week of July 25th is a very good week to try and open up your spotlight caches as well. Then we've got the first week of August. We're gonna get Mirage, Thanos, and Master Mold, and then we're getting the variants of Mirage, Thanos here, the zombie Thanos, and Master Mold. Gotta be honest, this is one of the weaker weeks in my opinion, but it's still a good one. And the only reason I say it's weak, it's because of Master Mold. I think Master Mold is a not exciting card for me. I think that the variant for Master Mold and for even the zombie Thanos is good, but he has a lot of other good ones. They're not the best. Thanos is one of my favorite cards in the game because I love playing the Infinity Stone, but he is a bit on the weaker side at the moment, so maybe unless more stuff come out, Thanos can get stronger. Mirage does seem like an exciting card, but I do think it's one of the weaker of the cards that are coming out for the rest of this month. But I think I'm going to try and get Mirage. I wouldn't be too upset about the zombie Thanos, but I really don't want these two things here. So it's going to be a scary week to try and risk your spotlight, in my opinion. Then we got the week of August 8th. We're going to get the season, that's the season pass week, so that means that the season pass card will be in there. So we're getting Galactus, Nimrod, and Spider-Ham. So no new card, just 3 previous cards. And then we're getting the Kim Jacinto Galactus variant, the Nimrod variant, and the Ryan Gonzalez Spider-Ham. Right, this is Ryan Gonzalez, if I'm correct on this. Yes, I feel bad. Let me tell you what the Nimrod one is, because I know the other two. This is Adia, A-D-I-A. So that's the other one. It's a pretty good week, you know. Galactus, he's still pretty good. Nimrod's pretty good as well, and Spider-Ham's pretty good. This is kind of like your catch-up week, so if you're missing any of these 3 cards, it's a good week to get them. And if you already have them, I think the variants are really good. I really like all 3 variants, but it is a good catch-up week if you are missing any of these cards. Then we've got the week of August 15th with Lady Deathstrike, MODOK, and Stature, and then we're getting Lady Deathstrike variant, Baby MODOK variant, and this awesome Stature week. You know, this is if you're a discard fan, MODOK and Stature are must-have. They're really good. Lady Deathstrike, I've talked about it in my previous video. I really want her, so I'm gonna go for Lady Deathstrike, and I wouldn't be too upset about the variants either. I think the variants are pretty good, so another good week in my opinion. Then we got the week of August 22nd with X-23, Nebula, and Silk. I gotta be honest, this is one of my favorite weeks because I love all 3 of these cards and I love all 3 of the variants. So very good week again. They did it. I feel like personally they've done a good job of mixing a good balance of which cards are mixed up with the spotlight personally so far. Like, I haven't seen a week so far that I would say is like straight up just skip that week, which is very good. Then we're getting Silver Samurai, Kitty Pryde, and Spider-Man 2099. I will say I'm not a fan of this week because they already gave Kitty Pryde to a lot of people for free. I can see a lot of people being upset about her even being in this list. Like, where's Jeff? I think Jeff should have been here instead because Kitty Pryde has been given out for free to most people. And by August 29th, I'm hoping she drops in series or something like that. So we'll have to kind of wait and see. Spider-Man 2099 is a bit of the weaker cards. You know, he could be better. He's not the worst, but he could be better. Silver Samurai does look really fun, though, and I do like these variants still. So very exciting there. And then finally in September is the first time we see Jeff. Man, if you have tokens, Jeff is the card to get, unless you're willing to wait 2 months for him to show up in the Spotlight, guys. And then hopefully you have enough cards, Spotlight caches ready to go to potentially get Jeff. So if I were you guys, I think Jeff is the must purchase with tokens at this moment if you don't already have him. Ghost Spider and Null once again, but we are getting these fantastic. This is the best variant week. Ghost Spider, Null, and Danhib, Jeff the Land Shark. Excellent. Very good. And that is basically what we've got so far for all the Spotlight caches, the new cards, the new bundles. Woof, this was a long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for getting all the way to this point. If you've gotten to this point, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment which Spotlight cards you're planning on getting, or which week you're gonna use your Spotlight caches. Are you excited about Loki? Are you excited for the October with Elsa Bloodstone? I can't even speak anymore. I've been doing this for too long. Tell me everything in the comments. Tell me about your life in the comments. Subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.